Oh, hi there, and welcome back to the Relic Castle. This is obviously a little side path from what we were doing previously in the Relic Passage. Today we are here to, well, there isn't really too much of interest in this place. Just two wild Pokemon and two items. The first item is a couple rooms over, and right in the center of the room you can pick up a Sunstone. Very, very useful. And then in some of these rooms, there's a new wild Pokemon. That wild Pokemon is Beltoy. Beltoy is a ground psychic type that evolves into Claydol. Now, believe it or not, this isn't actually that bad of a Pokemon. It's a pretty effective tank. It has the only bad thing about it is it has a lot of weaknesses for its typing, but it does have a lot of tank ability. You can use Cosmic Power to really buff your defenses, and you can tank a whole team away. So I think it's actually something that you might want to consider. It's not a bad Pokemon. It's a little weird looking, but it's not a bad Pokemon. And then the other thing here of interest is this thing. This is Volcanorano thing. It's a rare Pokemon, and it's level 35, and it's really strong. There's one downside to it. And that downside is that it doesn't have a lot of good moves early on. And when I say early on, I mean it doesn't get good moves to like the level 60s and 70s. But if you're good with TMs, this Pokemon's definitely something that we semi-consider. It's a fire bug type, it's pretty unique typing, and it's actually not that bad. It was in the original Black and White, you caught it at level 65. And man, was it just a powerhouse. So if you do knock it out in the wild here, you can catch it at level 65 after you beat the game. It's definitely something I'd say consider. And then you can pick up an Ultra Ball in the far right room. And then we're going to head back to the Relic Passageway. Now, while I make my journey over, I'm going to kind of give a little announcement. I mentioned this in a 2-minute video earlier today, and I'll just repeat it in case you didn't watch it. I'm currently testing things, and I really like the concept of live streaming video. And I set up a Twitch account on twitch.tv, and I've been streaming on it. If you wanted to see a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon walkthrough of Gates to Infinity, I am actually playing that for the first time live on my stream. The next time I will be playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on stream will probably be Monday sometime in the afternoon Eastern Time. I'll also be streaming Casual League of Legends. If you want to know the exact times I'm streaming, I will always post it on Facebook and Twitter. So please follow me on those areas if you're interested. And I would appreciate you guys coming to check it out. Streaming allows me to interact a lot more closely with you guys, and that's something I felt that I've been missing from YouTube for a long time. So I think based on the feedback I'll get, or based on the feedback I'm getting, that I'll be able to do some pretty cool things with it. So I just wanted to mention that in case you didn't see that announcement earlier. I'll be streaming at twitch.tv/Super Skarmory Productions. And battle. Continuing back into the Relic Passageway, when you head down, there's a split path into 3 areas. The left one has this trainer battle and a yellow shard on this rock. It's really the only thing interesting on this path. And once you loop around, you'll come upon some stairs here, and this will lead back to actually a segment of the Castelia sewers. So we've been in this segment before on the other half. And the wild Pokemon here are a lot lower leveled and not really that threatening. When you come down, there's a boulder here on the right, and you can push this into the hole. Now there's a couple ledges you could jump down. Don't do that. Bad. And then, being counterproductive, we have to walk all the way back up. It's like the game designers were maliciously plotting, how can we make those trainers' lives more miserable? The solution? Make them run in a giant circle to nowhere. But coming up here does have its rewards. You can get 4 items here. An Ultra Ball, a Hidden Rock Gem, a Rare Candy, and last but not least, another Rocky Helmet, if one wasn't enough for you. And then there is one last final thing we can do here, aside from walking in a big circle, because it's really irritating. Walk, 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 walk. I feel like this is Pac-Man, endless walking. Alright, this ledge over here, disclaimer, do not jump down this ledge unless you have dig or fly. Why? Because otherwise you'd have to walk all the way back to Driftville from Castelia City. Not good. The only thing down here is a max repel. It is not worth this max repel to have to walk all the way back to Driftville. But that does conclude this area. I know it was kind of a short video. I didn't want to run it all in one video, so I split it up. You can use dig from here, and this will spit you back out at Driftville. Next time we're going to be heading to Route 6. Again, if you're interested, please check out my stream. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I enjoy interacting with you guys. So that wraps up this part. Thank you, and good night.